Good morning, everybody. I'm Lena, an English teacher, and today I discuss the story of Arunima Sinha. Unit 1, Read 1. Arunima Sinha, The Journey of My Life from Earth to Everest. Now, this story discusses her struggle and her life and how she reached at the top of the Everest. This is the way of her struggle, and she explained in her own words. So I just go through the storyline. Actually, Arunima Sinha, a national level volleyball player, but what is happening that suddenly she changed her career? Actually, in scene one, these things explained, but I just go through a recap session so it will be easier for you to connect the storyline. And the story in scene one, Arunima Sinha was traveling in a train, and in her words, I started dozing. My eyes were closed, but my mind was awake, and I remember somebody tugged at her neck and tried to snatch her chain. But a girl's sixth sense is always her best companion. I instinctively opened my eyes and saw that 4 or 5 young men around me. And now what is happening? Suddenly, if you look at 4 or 5 young men around you and that drunken look, behavior give her inkling of their intention. And what is happening after that? Arunima Sinha, that's why I told you that she is Arunima Sinha, that I stood up in a flash to tell them that I had no intention of parting with my chain, so they came together at me. Even though the compartment was full, none of my fellow passengers tried to help her. Means, all the persons are in compartment. It's not that compartment is empty and she is alone sitting in that compartment, but nobody is ready to help her. And she start to fight with them, and it was a big fight because she had no other option. So she started fighting, and what is the first action she do is she just trying to seize up one of them by their collar and another push him back, and I kicked a couple of others. Means she tried herself best, but what is happening? Suddenly, one of them gave her a kick, and it was a frenzy kick, and she lost her balance, and and after that, what is happening? That she flew out of the train, still holding her mobile phone in her air, but she was in the mid-air, and after that, she was on another track, and the next uh, thing is happening that her leg is chopped due to a train passing on that track. And this is actually the storyline of scene one. Now I just go through the scene two. So in scene two, in scene one, we see that despite all her efforts, her left leg fell on the track and it was chopped. So in scene two, she was admitted to AIMS Delhi on the intervention of PM. The union minister or union government would take all the entire cost of her treatment and they bear that cost. So it will be easier for her to get good treatment on the free of cost. And um, after that, AIMS began starting a bulletin on her status because young people, auto drivers, and roadside vendors were carrying a candle march to galvanize the support for her and for pray for her recovery. With the help of the best and latest technology, gradually she started responding to the treatment. And what is happening when this is all thing is happening in her life? Suddenly a common life and suddenly a disturbed. A normal person become totally disturbed, but she is Arunima Sinha. So I told this thing because a person when reach at the top of the Everest, it's not only her courage, not only her efforts, but it's the by birth, her determination, efforts, and all the things in her. Then only these things are possible. So it's the storyline. And what is happening? Is she responding to the treatment? And one morning, her brother in law, her sister's husband, Sahib, suddenly asked her that if she wanted to start a new goal and if she wanted to reach at the top of the Everest, because no female amputee ever scaled Everest. So this is, suddenly diversion in her life. Firstly, she thought a lot because it's just a different thing that she is on the hospital bed and her brother-in-law asked her that she want to scale Everest because no female amputee reach at that level. And within a moment, she decided that yes, she continued this dream and she got a new mission, a goal, and a reason to dream. Before of that, she was a footballer and national level volleyball player and all that I told you previous information, but now her life has changed. So she decided this, and throughout her life, nothing is easier and nothing had come easy in her track. So she always decided to struggle hard and she got the success. This thing is happening. So what is happening? She has waited for her artificial limb to arrive. When it finally arrived, I was overjoyed that my artificial leg fall almost my real leg, and the difference is that she started falling in love with her artificial leg because it will be helpful and it gave her a new identity in her life and to fulfill her dream. This artificial leg is very important, and this is scene 2. In scene 2, we discuss about her condition in the hospital and how she come out, how she recover from this condition. And this is about the journey of my life from Earth to Everest. And in my next part, I will continue this chapter, the journey of my life from Earth to Everest. So before of this, we just need to understand that at this level, which type of struggles are going on in her life and how she come out of this level. That is the important thing. That whenever you got a situation, you need to go through that situation. You need to pass out that situation, and then you become the real gold. You become the real gem. Because if you want to become a real gold or a diamond, you need to go through that hard struggle, to that hard teaching, and then you come out of that. Okay, so this is important, and this is a an inspiration story for us. I will continue the story in my next part. Thank you for watching this part, and bye everyone. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel and give your important suggestions, because your suggestions are always worthy for me, and I always accept the good suggestions. Whatever the suggestions you need, you suggest me, because it will be helpful for me. Thanks a lot for watching my video. Next time again I come with my new video, new part and new topic. Bye everyone.